the fact that a month ago, you two were using together, smoking together, snorting together.
Once or twice isn't really like using.
What? Okay. Kristen, Ralph, good to meet you. Sorry for the circumstance. We have an empty chair here because Sarah now is backstage refusing to come on. What's your biggest fear?
That my daughters both are going to die, and that baby's going to be either permanently damaged or not alive.
We've been talking about Sarah. You have another daughter.
Sadie,
Yes. Sadie is using drugs as well.
Yes, Sadie's in the same position as Sarah, minus the pregnancy.
Mm-hmm. Minus the pregnancy. And you have concerns for this unborn child, right?
Of course.
And this child now is, we're guessing, 7 months into the pregnancy.
Yes, sir.
So certainly viable at this point. And your daughter is ingesting all manner of drugs. I mean, some we know about and some we probably don't know about.
Yeah.
And listen, the baby gets blood and oxygen supply from the mother through the placenta, and what she takes in and puts in her blood goes through and goes to the baby. For example, this that she's talking about using, we have found, research indicates that the level of toxicity within the baby can be between 50 and 100% of what's in the mother.
Oh, God.
So the baby's using drugs.
Yeah.
And your daughter also smokes?
Yeah. Yes.
4,000 chemicals in tobacco, 60 known carcinogens. All of these things going right through to the baby as well.
Yeah.
So is this an emergent situation to you? Is this something that you consider to be an emergent crisis?
Absolutely, without a doubt. It has to be addressed now.
I do agree. This was an emergency a while ago. It has been. So
Yeah.
yes, it is at a crisis point right now.
Well, here she comes.
Oh, thank you.
You're a liar.
I didn't say do it. What am I lying about? What happened?
Are you serious?
I'm glad you're out here because I want, now's the time. Go ahead.
No, continue. I want to hear this. Please.
Okay.
Sarah, I'm Dr. Phil, by the way.
I know who you are.
You don't want to shake my hand? Okay. Let me tell you what. You know what? We can do this easy or we can do it hard.
Okay.
And I'm trying to treat you with dignity
I know,
and
and
respect, but if you want to get up on
that
your
is-
hind legs and
I'm just saying that's
be
wrong.
bratty about it, then let me tell you, you ain't going to believe what happens next.
Okay, well, that is completely wrong.
You need to rethink what you're doing.
What I'm doing?
Yeah, you need to rethink what you're doing right now and overall. Are you pregnant? And
Yes,
how long?
I'm pregnant.
How far are you pregnant?
27 weeks.
Okay, is it responsible for you to be taking drugs while you're pregnant?
No, it is not.
Okay,
And
then.
do you want to know something?
Yeah.
I only used at the beginning of my pregnancy. I have not used it till I came here.
So what drugs have you used since you got here? What else?
I used it twice.
Since you've been here?
Yes.
And
yes.
you're 7 months pregnant.
Yes.
Now, when I say are you using drugs, you went on a 2-week binge when you were 6 months pregnant, right?
No, it was the beginning of my pregnancy.
A month ago.
Are you kidding me?
Sarah, a month ago when you and your sister both were going out and doing that, and we know that's true. We know
You know
that
what?
we
Even
know.
if I sat here and told you the truth and said it wasn't, and you know what, Mom, you have it in your head, whatever you want in your
I found
head
paraphernalia
of how
in your
everything
bedroom.
is.
There's
You found paraphernalia in my bedroom when I had a friend over that was doing it, Mom. Her boyfriend, you know that wasn't me.
I know.
You
I
know that was not me. So
Okay.
do not even play that. Don't.
Well,
Stop.
Let's you and I talk for a minute. Why don't you stay out of this for a minute?
Yes,
Because
sir.
we've seen the results of your management.
You're right. You're right.
Okay,
Yep.
so let me talk to your daughter for a few minutes here.
Yes, sir.
She knows it wasn't me. She told me.
See, that's deflection. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the fact that you say, oh, hey, it was early on in my pregnancy. Well, let me give you a flash. When you use those drugs in the first trimester of your pregnancy, brain, spine, and central nervous system are at risk.
I know, and I feel like scumbag. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, well, you're welcome. Thank you
No, I mean-
for abusing this child.
It's not
Okay, that's
what I
abuse.
want.
I'm sorry?
That's not what I want. I was doing really, really good.
In the
Okay.
first trimester of your pregnancy, you use these drugs, and that can cause your baby's brain to be malformed, your baby's spine to be malformed. In the first trimester.
Okay, yeah, I messed up.
Yeah, I think so. So you come here with the opportunity to get some help, and you want to be rebellious and defiant. I don't get that. You messed up. It would seem to me like you'd be saying, hey, listen, if you've got help and resources to help try to take care of my baby, to help me take care of my baby,
I wasn't-
then I would think
sorry.
you would be leaning into that. instead of arguing with your mother. Let me tell you, your mother didn't take those drugs, you did.
With you.
I'm sorry?
I haven't even been arguing with her.
You've been arguing with her since you got out here.
About using a month ago.
Because you're not telling the truth. Mom, even on that video, you said, what did you say when you found out I was pregnant? You were angry. No, you told me you were so excited. So why did you lie, though?
Doesn't matter what I'm interested in. Let me tell you, I wouldn't be talking to you except I'm here to protect this child.
I know.
Frankly, if you and your sister wanted to go out and get high, I
That's
got
not what I
10,000
want.
letters stacked up on my desk. I wouldn't be talking to you.
That's not what I want.
So why are you doing it?
I can't be around my sister. Like, it sounds pathetic, but I cannot, like, be around her. Like, she's just not a good influence for me. I try to help her. I go months and months and months doing nothing. Honestly, I swear. And then it's right when she comes around.
Well, we'll hear from her in a minute, but we interviewed you before the show to see what your attitude was.
My 18-year-old daughter, Sarah, is absolutely out of control.
No one can ever control me to this day. I'm gonna do what I want.
Sarah started using drugs and drinking in middle school.
Sarah's drug use has escalated over the years, going from...
She was so out of control, I went to the local court. The court system assisted in getting her into programs for at-risk youth. She ended up going to different group homes.
Being in group homes was like awful because I'd either get kicked out or I would run away from them.
Once Sarah had run away from a group home, and I got a call after 4 days of her being missing.
I'm not talking about that. Now I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette.
I was terrified and so afraid
Why would
for her.
I said that? I didn't.
You said in that tape piece,
I specifically said that. I didn't want that talked about.
what?
That whole subject, the situation. I specifically said it to several people.
Well, unfortunately, you're not running this show.
I know, but that
and
was
you're not
not
running my
something
staff, and you don't get to choose
They asked
what
me.
they talk about. These are adults; they can talk about what they want to talk about.
I know, but they asked me if there was anything I didn't want to be aired to let them know. I swear to God. And that's what I told them. Like, that's a sensitive subject for me. And that was, like, what, how long ago? And it's not like, yeah, I ran away, yeah.
There's a little piece of that tape that I want to replay. Watch this very closely.
No one can ever control me to this day. I'm gonna do what I want.
Nobody's going to control me. I'm going to do what I want. So that was a lie.
Because when I said that, me and the interview person were talking about my past and everything, and I said that I couldn't be controlled when I was younger, in and out of placements, which I haven't been for actually over 8. It's been 2 years, and that's what I was talking about.
Okay, when you got here,
And what I mean by no one can control me to this day is, like, if I feel like something's not right, you know, I'm not going to do it. But it's just some.
where did you get the when you were here? When you got here, how'd you get it? You walked out the front of the hotel. What'd you do?
I didn't get it.
Who got it for you? Your sister Sadie?
Yeah.
Okay, she went out and got it for you, and came back and you did it, right?
Yeah.
And did you get drunk?
No. I don't drink when no.
So you draw the line at drinking. You'll do, but you won't drink.
I haven't done any of those things except for while I was here. I've been clean for months.
She keeps saying, I haven't done anything except for... Girl, you are 7 months pregnant. You shouldn't be doing anything. She's making so many excuses. I'm trying to understand why she started using in middle school in the first place. What was going on there? What was happening in the home? Where were her parents? Her mother's here now. What was her mother doing when she was using in middle school? And why are both her and her sister both doing these things together? What's the catalyst for all of this?
I've been clean for months.
Why did you
until
refuse
I
to take a
came.
drug screen this morning? You said on the tape, you can drug screen me and I'm clean. So we brought in a nurse and offered you to do a drug screen. Why did you refuse the drug screen?
Because everything's just so, honestly, like, I feel like you're, like, trying to get me to get mad right now, and...
I'm trying to get you to what?
All right, I need to stop for a second, please. Like, I don't know. I
just didn't hear what you said. You said I'm trying to get you to what?
Can I please, like, just take a break for a second? Like, you guys, you don't understand. I'm, like, really overwhelmed right now. Like,
Oh, my God. I'll tell you what, let's take a break, and when we come back, we're going to meet this sister, and I'm either going to have a conversation with Sarah here, or we're going to have it somewhere else. We'll be right back.
When the girls were growing up, I was struggling. I really wasn't available to them because I was an active alcoholic. I was drinking nightly, probably 6 to 9 beers a night.
I had my first drink when I was probably like a toddler. My mom, she used to leave her beers just sitting around Sadie, and I would just like walk up and just start chugging them.
I thought I was a good mother. I really did. I was so caught up in the selfishness of alcoholism, I didn't know anything else. I feel responsible for not giving them a more secure childhood that caused them to have to make the decisions they do now.
That was Kristen admitting that she feels responsible for how her children have turned out because she was busy drinking when they were young. We're looking here at an ongoing legacy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you chose a bad path.
Yeah.
You just heard her say at 2 years old, she's picking up and chugging half-empty bottles.
I had no idea.
At 2 years old, you do know she was so stressed she was pulling her own hair out.
Yeah. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You do know at 5 she's trying to jump out of a window. You do know that this child has had extreme stress in her life because of the choices that you've made.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so you reap what you sow.
Yep.
You did it, now she's doing it,
Exactly.
and we are in real danger of this unborn child being born addicted.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you believe that everything that you know about is what there is to know, or do you think there's more to it than
No, I'm not claiming to know everything.
I mean, she's very likely using more drugs than she's telling you about.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't here for 24 hours before they were getting high.
Yeah.
And I know she's used more than just here. I mean, I do know that, and then
Yeah.
I'm sure there's even more. You
Yeah.
know, because no one's telling the whole truth. No one's even telling a little bit of the truth. So I'm assuming we're not getting the whole truth. you
Yeah,
know.
we in fact got a notice of fine this morning from the hotel that we do business with. They're fining us $250 because of marijuana use in the room, because they've got to go in and redo the room. They've got to get all of that smell out of there and stuff because these girls are in there smoking. Now, Kristen's other daughter, 20-year-old Sadie, also admits to using crack and heroin, even with her sister Sarah. Now, look, I'm no lawyer and I'm not in law enforcement, but I think when you recklessly endanger a child, that could well be criminal, and Sadie could well be an accomplice in that regard. We'll get to that later. Sadie says her boyfriend Keith has resorted to extreme control tactics to stop Sadie from using drugs. He padlocks her in the house, screws the windows shut, and monitors her every move with a security camera.
By the time I turned 17 years old, I was a full-blown addict.
There was so much going on with Sarah. When Sadie started using drugs, I couldn't see it.
My drug addiction progressed from pain pills to 6 months ago, I started dating Keith. When I moved into his home, I became pretty much a stay-at-home mom to his daughter. I would care for her when I was high on. When I first met Keith, he didn't know about my drug use.
I started to notice money missing.
I took his debit card and I would take hundreds of dollars a week.
She had taken at least $1,000 out of my pocket while I was sleeping. I hold not only Sadie accountable, but her sister Sarah as well. They'd go to the drug dealer, buy some crack or cocaine or some prescription drugs. This has made me totally lose trust in Sadie. I went out and bought padlocks so I could lock Sadie in my house. I went out and bought a safe to put my money in. I would lock the padlocks and I'd head to work. I put these precautions in place to make sure she wouldn't buy any more drugs.
I haven't touched any drugs in about 2 weeks.
Sadie left smoke crack last night.
She's sick. She's gonna die.
I've dug myself into a pretty big hole, and eventually I'm just gonna be buried alive and there's no way out.
You can whisper to me. No,
No.
y'all don't pay attention to this. This is between us.
I can just say
Okay.
I'm 100% willing to give custody to my mom until I my together. If this can just be done. Like, I don't know. I'm trying. Like, I'm sorry. I know I don't. Oh my God.
You understand.
It's so hard. Like, if anyone's ever been in this situation, you know how hard it is.
You're doing a good job.
Sarah, are you addicted to drugs? Sarah, are you addicted to drugs?
No, I am not addicted to drugs.
Okay, so
I'm not. I use sometimes. I'm not addicted to drugs. I would not say I'm an addict. I do not get physically sick.
I'm here as an advocate for this unborn child. You get that, right?
I
Okay.
understand. I would
and,
too.
and I listen and hear things that not other people. I use sometimes, and people that use drugs aren't all addicts. I get that. But what you just told me is, I'm not an addict. I just choose to use sometimes and other times not. I don't have withdrawal problems,
It's just,
right?
honestly, it's when I use, I'm with my sister.
Okay, well, I'm going to get to her in a minute. But since you say you're not an addict, then that means you choose to use. Addicts get to a point where it becomes an involuntary craving, an absolute must have,
Yeah, I don't
physiologically, psychologically, sociologically, behaviorally, every way. And you say that's not you, right? I just want to
No,
be sure.
it's really not.
Okay, that's not you. Okay, and
That's
see, it's kind of which is the worst of two evils, because you're just telling me, no, I don't do this out of addiction. I just choose to do it. I know I'm pregnant and I choose to do it.
I don't know why I choose to do it with her. I don't do it when I'm not with her. I don't know what makes me choose to do it when I'm with her. I just.
What would we have found in your drug screen this morning if you had agreed to step up and take it like a responsible mother, so I could get the information that I need in order to take proper detox steps to protect your child? What would we have found? So why wouldn't you take it?
Just because it's just overwhelming. Everything's just overwhelming right now. I'm really stressed out.
I didn't want you to take the drug screen to impeach you, because I don't need that. Because you've already said you're smoking while you're pregnant. You've told me all of that. I wanted that to see what levels were and what chemicals were in your body, so I would know what would be important prenatally for your child.
I understand. I know. I
Sorry?
understand that.
Yeah, but you still said no, or you just mean you understand it now, but you didn't then.
I understand it now.
Yeah, will you take the drug screen now?
I just don't.
Okay, think about that one. She's saying she does drugs with you. Are you an addict?
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
There's no control anymore.
I'm sorry?
There's absolutely no control.
Yeah. And you know that your sister's pregnant,
Yeah.
but if what she's doing to this child is a crime, then you would be an accomplice.
Yes, because we kind of feed each other's demons. Like, that's the most
Which
I
is
can
why we
explain it.
Because you admit that you've smoked and snorted with your pregnant sister. You smoke with her daily, right?
Pretty much.
Not daily.
I'm sorry?
Well, not for like a while.
We just started hanging out again.
You've used Percocet and right?
Yeah, I mean, the was like literally like 6 months ago, honestly, like, or maybe a little less.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I haven't been addicted to it for a while. I got that out of my system.
Are you high now?
No, last night. To be honest,
Last night you were high. What'd you do last night?
sleeping pills. Like, it told me to put me to sleep, but it made me like kind of slow.
You know, we heard a tape piece from your boyfriend, and he says it's gotten to the point that you're just stealing from him, right?
Yeah.
Well, Sadie's boyfriend Keith is here today, and I have a lot of questions for him as well. Well, Sadie's boyfriend Keith is here today. She's stealing things from you, right?
Yes.
What's she stealing most recently? What has she stolen?
The last thing she stole was a digital camcorder I had.
What'd you do with it?
I just used it to pay somebody back.
You didn't pawn it, you just paid with it.
Yeah, I used it for payment.
Just here's this camera, and that way we're even, or at least it reduces what I owe you.
Yeah.
What's your understanding about what she did with the camera?
All I know is that it was there in the morning when I left for work, and I came home and it was not there.
This is a mess. So now I understand why these girls ended up down the path that they're on. The mom was an addict and started them drinking at a very young age. And I'm sure there was lots of neglect and all that kind of stuff. Sounds like there was abuse as well. If Sarah had so much anxiety, she was trying to run away through the window at 5 years old. It's just very sad, and it's sad that her sister is caught up in this too. I really do wish that Sarah would go ahead and agree to be tested for the sake of her child, so that Dr. Phil's team can figure out what she needs for this baby. And she's still refusing to do it because she's only thinking of herself. I'm glad that her sister recognizes that she is an addict and that she has no control. And it seems like there's stability with her boyfriend, but she's stealing from him.
You just assume she sold it for. Right.
You know, whatever.
You did take a drug screen. You tested positive for THC, and you tried to water the urine down
Yeah.
to sabotage the test, correct?
Correct.
How did you do that?
Put it under the faucet.
So you just ran water and tried to dilute it? Mm-hmm. You know, the problem with taking street drugs is you have no idea what's in them.
Yeah, I know.
You say you just smoke. You have no idea what they fertilized it with. This isn't FDA controlled. You're just, cigarettes themselves have 4,000 chemicals in them that, and then you start street drugs, and we know the kind of people that bring you the street drugs. They seem very lab savvy to me. So you're taking, you don't even know what it is they're giving you. You know, they could be cutting it with baking soda or anything. You have no idea what's in there. You just pay your money and take them. And, you know, that's the problem, right?
Just anything to get rid of the pain. Honestly, that's all that matters at that time.
Yeah. You going to tell me the truth about your sister?
The truth, but what?
I want to know. I want to know what all she's doing. She didn't take a drug test, so I want to know what all she's doing. When somebody says no to something like a drug test, I assume they have something to hide. I'm just saying, if anybody here besides me cares about this unborn child, then tell me the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
Tell me
don't
the truth.
want to be the one to
I'll tell you right now what I know, and what I know from being told by her sister and by her that she's used. I heard something about within the last couple of days of meth. Definitely smoking. This is what I've been told. We're here for this baby and for you guys, but for this baby, I'm going to say whatever I know, and that is the reality of the fact. Along with the fact that a month ago, you two were using together, smoking together, snorting together. Bottom line, that's it. That's the truth. Cut the crap. That's the truth.
That's why we're here, to be done with it.
But you told me that isn't the truth. You said you did that a long time ago, and you didn't use it again until you were here with your sister. Now, she's saying a month ago you were doing all of this.
You know you were.
I mean, like, once or twice isn't really like using.
What?
I understand.
Oh, that was just hilarious.
Oh, you know what? It's so ridiculous, it's hilarious. They're
sorry.
laughing at the ridiculousness of your statement. They're not laughing because you're funny. They're laughing because you are absurd with what you're saying.
It just didn't come out right. I don't have the right words right now.
There is no right words for what's been going on, which is why we're here.
It's just wrong.
Why do you think I took the initiative before we even came out here to get into counseling? And I already have it set up. Why do you think I did that?
What counseling do you have set up? The anger management that starts on the 28th of January?
No, I have the anger management and I'm waiting for a call back on drug counseling.
If you're not an addict, why do you need drug counseling?
I just want to learn about it, you know, like,
Ignore it.
how's that?
Have you taken?
No, I have not taken it. I mean, honestly, my drug test would come up the same as hers, but it would not, ecstasy would not be in there.
So you would test positive for?
Yeah, but, yeah.
Crack.
No.
This weekend. Not this weekend, but a laptop was missing from our house last week that was traded for. We know that.
What?
But the laptop ended up coming back. We know the story.
Okay, well,
What is the story?
Probably not.
Sarah
is
stole
the
my
story?
iPad and traded it for.
Sarah did?
No, I did not.
Last weekend?
No, I did not.
there was-
I helped you look
You
for
tried
it.
to sell it to somebody, and then you didn't give it to them when they offered you. Okay?
No.
Yeah, and then you
No.
went and told that person your
You're
father was
wrong.
wiring you a couple $100s, and you got more.
No,
You sound
you're
familiar?
wrong. No, you're wrong.
Sarah,
That
you-
never happened.
It did happen.
It
It
did not
absolutely did
happen. I know what happened, and that did not happen.
you
I did
tell
not
us.
take your iPad.
You absolutely
Last
did.
time I saw it, it was on the dining room table.
Dr. Phil,
Ralph.
the counseling that's set
you
up.
told my mom it's between me and your marriage.
Well-
Okay? I've done nothing to you.
The counseling that's set up in the future is too long for me to wait. Getting to this show is almost too long for me to wait. I really appreciate it. I know you get a lot of letters, and I appreciate it. And when she stole in the house, I don't.
I've never
It was a
stolen
line
from
that I was just like, we
house.
can't
You
go
should
here
know
because I
that.
know
You
it's going to
told
keep
me
going.
you knew I
Sarah, I
didn't
know
do
for a
it.
fact you stole it. That is not even
Okay,
up
well,
for
I
debate.
have text from my mom saying I know you didn't do it.
I don't care about those. I know for a fact you took it.
Well, did you see me take it? No.
There were only 3 people in
I
the
did
room,
not
and it
take
ended
it.
up 3 streets away from my house. Whatever. I'm not even humoring this
No,
anymore
Green Street.
because you guys are incapable of telling the truth. Sadie, you're coming close. You are. Thank you.
I just don't
but
want
really
to-
cross it. No, because this is enough. I mean, like.
I'm not even lying.
Like, I'll tell the truth about myself. She can tell the truth about herself if she chooses, but
You
I'm not
have
going
a
to do it.
nephew.
They don't choose to.
Nephew who's
I know.
going to die.
Going to die? Like, really?
Look, I
knew what would
don't
happen.
respond to victim role. I'm trying
I'm
to
not
help
trying
you.
to be the victim. I
I'm trying
know
to
what I
help
did
you.
wrong. And
I'm trying to
I did
help
not
you here.
steal.
I'm trying to help you here and help your baby. Okay?
Yes,
You
and I'm
need
trying to help too.
and your baby needs help. Trust me. And your mother says the baby could be dead or damaged. And you go, what?
Dead or damaged. He's
Well, thank
is
God it's
active
moving.
all the time.
Thank God
Every
it's moving.
doctor's appointment, it says he's growing healthy and everything.
Your behavior leading up to today and today is, to me, addict behavior. You said all of these doctor's appointments. We asked you for your doctor's contact information, name and number. Nope.
What? I didn't
Won't
say
give-
no.
Yes, you
Yesterday.
did.
For my
Yesterday,
what?
We asked you about the midwife. You
Who
said
called?
no.
Nobody
I won't
called
give
me.
to
My
you.
phone shut off.
he called me and I asked you.
And you said no.
Oh.
Okay. Now, were you asked for that information and did you say no?
I was barely even. I don't know. Yesterday, I just don't know. Like everything is just so
Did you-
overwhelming and like stressful, and it's been like so
Honestly, before we came
Okay.
here, we didn't use for 2
One
weeks.
of my staff
Either one of us.
asked you for that information and you refused to give it to her. I can have that person come out here and confirm that if it would help you organize it in your mind.
for my medical records.
Do you remember talking to Lauren? You remember Lauren asking you
Yeah,
for
I
your
know.
midwife's information and you said
Yeah.
no?
Well, no, I don't remember saying no because I wouldn't say no to that. Why would I say no?
Don't know.
I'm pretty sure I didn't. My phone's been shut off, and I don't remember ever telling you anything about that.
It was yesterday.
I don't
You
remember
were on
telling you anything
Hollywood
about that.
Boulevard, you refused to get on the phone, you were asked the information and you screamed out no.
Yeah. What do you need that
we
for?
were-
How specific
we were
do we
on
need to
Hollywood
get?
Boulevard, and we were walking, and I was aggravated because she kept snapping at me, and I just said, I don't want to talk to anyone on the phone right now. Like, I just don't want to talk to anyone on the phone right now. That's it. I did not say no. I didn't want to give her the information. You know I didn't. I said, I don't want to
Now,
talk
what
on the
F
phone
do
right
they need
now.
that
Yeah,
for?
what the F do they
You
need
said
that for?
you said no, it's
Okay,
not
but-
relevant.
Okay, yesterday, was I not in a bad mood yesterday?
Okay, this
I
isn't an
was
essay
very
question. Did that
angry.
happen or not?
Yeah, but it's because this is why I need to work on my anger. When I'm angry, I just say things, and I just
No
need to
filter.
get back to it
We've
later.
wasted 5 minutes for you to say yes, that happened.
Because it's hard to explain. Like,
No, it's only hard to explain if you're trying to deflect
No,
and
I'm not.
confuse. It's
I'm-
not hard to explain if you just tell the truth.
Okay, so this is part one in a two-part episode. In this episode, Sarah is 18 years old. She's 7 months pregnant, and she is using substances during her pregnancy. She is definitely an addict. She seems to struggle with admitting that fact, but her sister, who's also an addict, is honest about that, and she acknowledges that about herself. It seems like her mom was an alcoholic when they were kids, and her alcoholism likely is the cause of Sarah and Sadie's addiction issues. The whole situation is just sad and also scary because there's a baby in there, and that baby is absorbing all sorts of things that Sarah is putting into her body. It's just really alarming and shocking to see a pregnant woman who is using substances. Like, I think it triggers a visceral reaction. It certainly does for me. I feel like it probably does for you guys too. And she's not being cooperative at all. She's refusing to take this drug test. She's lying. And like Dr. Phil said, it's typical addict behavior. She's already said on the show that she's willing to give the child to her mother. So she wants to give her mother custody of the child, which she will likely have to do if she's in this state by the time she gives birth. I don't see how she would be able to be a present, responsible mother for this child. But yeah, this is part one. I'm gonna go ahead and watch part two. But what did you guys think about this one? What do you think about Sarah and what she's doing while she's 7 months pregnant right now? And do you think she's ready to get help? She didn't seem ready on stage, but she needs to for this baby. She's got 2 months left. So yeah, she claims that the doctors say the baby is healthy, but she refuses to show her medical records. I don't know if I trust that. Do you guys trust that? Do you think her sister is ready to get help? She definitely, to me, seems like she's a lot more ready than Sarah. What do you think about the mom and her previous alcoholism? It does seem like she's gotten clean off of that since then. Unfortunately, it appears that this damage has already been done, and that's just the unfortunate like generational legacy of trauma and addiction and abuse and all that sort of stuff. But you guys let me know what you think about this. I think more is going to come out in part two, so I'm going to go ahead and watch that.